Yo, what is up, guys? Red Up BJ Boss back with another Madden NFL 20 Chargers franchise video as we are in the preseason and taking on the Arizona Cardinals here in preseason week number 1. That's not the only game you will see today. We will have all 4 games crammed into one video here, as it's basically just highlights from the games, and also I will be explaining the takeaways of what I saw from all 4 games in the preseason. So let's start off with, we did sign a player before this game, Andre Smith, to help our tackle position. And also some very exciting news, seeing a rookie, Nasir Adderley right there, have hidden development. That's very exciting to see. Hopefully we get to see what his development trait can be here in this franchise as long as we have him. And we are underway here in the preseason as Travis Benjamin returns from his own end zone. Makes a nice move and gets rustled down at the 22. Here's the first play of the season. Melvin Gordon takes the ball and only gets about 2 right there, stopped by Buda Baker. And Phillip Rivers, his first pass, he finds Mike Williams, who gets a nice gain and tripped up. Overall, what I saw in this game was pretty good play from the starters. And right here, this is the main problem I was talking about back in the last video with the offense, with the O-line. I think the O-line is the weakest link, and there's already, as you can see, there's a sack that pretty much proves it. Here's Hunter Henry with a nice catch, but it's unfortunately short of a first down, so we had to punt. Now here's Kyler Murray on his first possession, the first overall draft pick. Let's see what he can do as his first pass as an NFL quarterback. Nice stop on the run with David Johnson right there. Nice play as Thomas Davis. Now 3rd down and 4, Murray pressured, and he fires an interception. That is Desmond King, one of the top corners of this team. The secondary, I think, is one of the biggest forces on this defense. I can't wait to see how they play this season. Nice start right there on the opening drive. Here's Melvin Gordon trying to maybe just find some running room. The running game didn't get going very quick in this game, and mainly not with Melvin Gordon. Try to get the first points right here with Michael Batchley, but it is short. So clearly with the young and inexperienced kicker, that is going to be, seems like it may be an issue. Back on defense now, and Joey Bosa gets a nice sack on Kyler Murray as he says, no, no, no. That is a good job by the defense, keeping them to 0. We get another chance as there's a nice strike from Phillip Rivers to Keenan Allen. We'll see a lot of that hopefully in this franchise. That duo is deadly. Here's a play action here with Phillip Rivers. He finds Travis Benjamin, the speedster, as he is inside the red zone, down to the 8-yard line. Here's a 1st and goal. Here's Austin Eckler, the backup running back, who is one of the sleepers of the team. Definitely underrated. As here's the first score of the season for the Chargers and the first touchdown in this franchise. Guess who? It's Keenan Allen from Phillip Rivers. We're going to be seeing a lot of that in this series. There's an interesting celebration in the end zone right there. Now at the next possession, the Cardinals have yet to gain a first down so far. Here's Christian Kirk on a jet touch pass or a jet sweep, something like that, as he ends up going down with an injury. Here's Kyler Murray going to take a shot, and he's picked off for the 2nd time in this game. He's going for Kevin White. Just overthrew it. Nice acrobatic grab by Casey Hayward. And how about that? Both corners getting a pick early in the game. Really excited to see the potential that this defense could bring, and hopefully the secondary can bring. Nothing really happened off the interception, so now we skip over to the Cardinals. There's Andy Isabella, rookie-to-rookie connection. Nice play by Kyler Murray. Murray's starting to get into a groove now as he's going to roll out of the pocket and use the sideline as he is shoved out by King. First down, Cardinals. And now here's a nice stop on 3rd down by Jerry Tillery, our first-round rookie. Can't wait to see what he's going to do on this defensive line. Hopefully wreak havoc in the backfield. And they do get a field goal in this game. Zane Gonzalez, spoiler, was a busy man in this game. Now in the 2nd quarter, Tyrod Taylor checks in. He's sacked on his first play. The O-line looking a little bit tedious out there. But there's a nice strike on 3rd down. That is complete to Andre Patton. That was a very nice catch and a very good throw. And now here's Austin Eckler 2 plays later, up the middle to the side and taunting into the end zone, and a touchdown for the Chargers. And I'll admit he was pretty big in the preseason. I feel like I want to expand his role a little bit. And why not go for 2 as we find Jeremy Davis on the catch right there. Nice throw from Taylor. It's now 15-3 instead of 14-3. Now here's Brett Hundley at quarterback. Here's his first throw. And he's got all day to throw and launches it. And coming back to the ball is Andy Isabella. Andy Isabella was very annoying in this game. I will admit that. And there's a nice strike a few plays later to Chad Williams. Touchdown Arizona. They finally get into the end zone, make it 15-10. Here's a little bit of extra plays. You can see here's Dylan Cantrell with the catch. Thought he was a very big, underrated player in the preseason. Taylor drops back the pass here as he finds a wide open man. That's Jeremy Davis. Near the sticks. Not going to give him it, though, so we will go for it. And here's the fullback, Derek Watt, who will easily get that first down. Now 4th and inches once again, this time at the goal line. Eckler will punch it in for his second touchdown of the game and of the quarter. Already looking like the player of the game so far, making it 22-10. And right before halftime, the Cardinals do get a nice drive and they get a field goal. So it's 22-13 going into halftime. But just before half, here's a Hail Mary. I thought Cantrell was going to come down with it, but he doesn't. That would have been crazy. The Cardinals do get to start the second half, and now their run game's starting to take a little bit of an interesting turn that I did not expect. It did not work in the first half. Chase Edmonds found some room there. And Isabella being a menace again. Easy first down, pitch and catch right there. Hundley's got plenty of time here as he dumps it down to Edmonds, who breaks a tackle, gets the first down, and out at the 4. Excuse me. Now Brett Hundley, a play action right here as he is going to be sacked. That is Ugbule. I don't know how to... I'm going to butcher some names. But that's a good play by him. As it leads to the 3rd field goal of the game for Arizona. Now Taylor will throw in this is Easton Stick, the 3rd-string quarterback, the rookie checking in for the first time. His first throw was complete. He did have a man open downfield, I actually noticed from editing this video, but he decided to take the short pass. Here's a nice punt from Ty Long, the backup punter, pinning him inside the 5. And here's TJ Logan, who is really actually pretty good in the second half running the ball. And another big sack right here. That is Trevor Williams, the corner. Great play there. Now the Chargers have the ball once again. Here's Easton Stick on a draw, and his dual threat ability could be used. And hopefully, he could be the quarterback of this future, or of the future. Here is Austin Eckler. He will run for a first down. He was big in this game. Now play action for Easton Stick, as a nice somersault catch by Dylan Cantrell right there. Now moving further into Arizona territory, and right here, the only reason why I showed this clip is because of the box score up top. It says Easton Stick was 6 for 9 passing for 69 yards. I just thought that was legendary. Anyhow, this drive ends with a Badgley field goal, first points of the second half, and now he's 1 for 2 on the day. But shortly after, 2 plays later, Hakeem Butler mosses Rayshawn Jenkins and scores a touchdown. The rookie Hakeem Butler, big frame and a big target, cuts the lead down to 2. Now we're in the 4th quarter. As here is a swing out to Deatrice Newsome, the 4th-string back from the 4th-string quarterback, Cardale Jones, who now checked in. Here's a throw to Artavis Scott in RPO, and he fumbled the ball. Brooks Reed is on top of it. And the first turnover of the game for the Chargers. We played so clean until that moment. That's not a good situation, especially only up 2. Hundley in trouble, and he fumbles the ball. First play after the turnover, but the Cardinals are on top of it. Nice job by Derwin James to make sure that lineman doesn't go anywhere. And now on 3rd down, incomplete. Bird off the hands of Bird right there. Michael Davis talking trash after the play. Luckily, no flag was thrown. They did punt the ball. They were not in field goal range. Here's a tough throw to Artavis Scott. Nice catch right there. Man who fumbled the ball last possession makes a nice clutch 3rd down catch. Eckler's still in the game here, and he rolls over a defender and picks up what I believe is near a first. And, yep, it is a first down. Now 3rd and 9. Jones has people open, but takes his time, and he's going to get sacked by Brooks Reed, who was a real big problem in this game on the defensive side. Now the Cardinals only down 2, backed up near their end zone, and Isabella's wide open down the field. This man was everywhere. Now Hundley will drop back the pass right here, and he steps up, finds Isabella again. And Isabella spins off a tackle down to the 26-yard line. They are already in field goal range, just like that. 3rd and 3. Here's the 4th-string running back, DJ Foster. Gets a nice first down. He hasn't been used much, but right there he was very crucial. As they do get a field goal with 2 minutes to go to take a 1-point lead, their first lead of the game. Here is Tremaine Pope, the 5th-string running back, getting his first carry. Nice little run to the outside. Now on 3rd down, Cardale Jones got to get this first down. Pressure coming, and not a good throw as Deontay Thompson who intercepted that. I almost said Deion Buchanan. And that interception leads to a field goal for the Arizona Cardinals, their 5th of the game. And the first play on the next drive to try to win the game, but it's a sliding interception by DeAndre Nichols, and it's a heartbreaking loss in preseason week 1 for the Chargers. Last 4 possessions, we had all 3 of our turnovers. That is not a way you want to close games, as the Cardinals are victorious 29-25 in preseason week number 1. Heartbreaking loss. I felt like we should have won that game. Here's the results around the league. Not a lot of surprise. I mean, it is the preseason, so it could just be anyone winning any day. Here's some trades that went around. Couple trades, just mainly backups and all that stuff. Biggest one is Cameron Brate to the Texans from the Buccaneers. And I also did sign a left guard for the backup role, Sean Laveo, before week 2's game to help the depth purposes. As week 2 is now underway, we are taking on the Saints here at home, our home opener in the preseason. As we skip over now to the Chargers possession, the Saints didn't do much on their first possession. Here's Melvin Gordon getting a nice run. Play action here as Rivers will throw it down the field, and not a good throw. He took his time and eyeballed the receiver too long as Marcus Williams comes up with it. And now the Saints are looking like they can gain some momentum. Yep, and he's flexing right there. 3rd down and 6 for Drew Brees and the Saints. Got plenty of time. He'll throw it to Michael Thomas. Breaking a tackle. Has a chance for a first, but a clutch tackle right there by, I believe that's Trevor Williams. Yes, it is. Now here's a play action for Phillip Rivers. And a nice throw to Mike Williams. I really like this receiving core. I think that we have a really good chance at being a very passing, heavy attack team. But we also have Melvin Gordon too. So I think the run game, we got to find a way to use it as a 50-50, as even as possible is what I'm saying. We get down the field and get a field goal here with Badgley. So we're up 3-0. And this defense is back on the field once again. Here's a nice catch right here. I don't know who made that catch, but props to you. That was a nice one-handed catch. Leads to a field goal with Will Lutz. Little low, but it goes. So it is 3-3 near the end of the first quarter. Rivers with another play action right here to begin the drop on 3rd down. Excuse me, not to begin the drive. This is Keenan Allen with the catch. He was big. He has been big in these certain scenarios. Melvin Gordon to the outside, getting a nice run and brought down past midfield. Last play of the quarter right here. Rivers, he'll roll out, and he'll throw on the run. Had 2 receivers open, and he finds Allen instead. Nice first down throw. Nice way to end the quarter. Stays on the field here, rolling around the pocket. And a tight throw and almost batted away, but it is caught by Travis Benjamin. Really like this trio at receivers, and here is the first touchdown of the game. Miscommunication by the Saints. Mike Williams was wide open for the touchdown. Has an easy pitch and catch. Almost got deflected. Maybe ran the wrong audible there. Here's a nice play by the defense here. It's a sack for Thomas Davis. I really like the sacks we can create on defense, but I don't want to give up sacks on offense. And here's another, speaking of sacks, here's another one. It's the rookie, Jerry Tillery, who actually had a pretty nice preseason he put together. Now Tyrod Taylor's in the game. He will throw it, and a nice comeback route strike. That is Jeremy Davis. Nothing really happened, though, on that. That was probably the only good thing that happened on that drive. And here's another sack on Drew Brees. That is Desmond King. Getting these corners to get some sacks early in the preseason. We got Trevor Williams last game, and now Desmond King in this game. Brees in trouble, gets out of the end zone, and gets sacked for the 4th time. This is Joey Bosa, who is still in the game. And right here, the next possession, Taylor, not a good idea on the RPO. It is intercepted. The 2nd pick of the game for the Saints, that is Patrick Robinson. Now play action here on the first play after the interception. It's picked off again. Drew Brees intercepted. First turnover by the Saints. Rayshawn Jenkins with the interception. Felt like he put together a much better preseason after week 1. And then literally the next play, Intercepted. Once again, Tyrod Taylor throws it to Patrick Robinson. Apparently, Patrick Robinson's on the Chargers in Tyrod Taylor's eyes. As also it ends up as an injury for Austin Eckler on the play, who was our MVP last week. That is definitely not a good sign. We'll take a look at that later. Here's Breeze back to throw his Breeze, and he'll throw it to Michael Thomas, his target for the game-tying touchdown. It is now 10-10. Justin Jackson here going to get the carry. Didn't use him a lot last week. I felt like we need to use him a little bit more just to see what his potential can be. Nice first down run there. Here's a throw to Dylan Cantrell getting past midfield. He was really a reliable possession receiver in this preseason. Taylor will drop back, throw a dart over the middle. Nice redeeming throw after 2 back-to-back picks. That is Jeremy Davis. Pretty good target in this preseason as Badgley but it ends up in a field goal from Michael Badgley. 13-10 Chargers as now we're in the second half. Play action for Taylor. Play action right here for Taylor as he will fumble the ball. Tried to run it, and it's a scramble for it, and the Saints pick it up. It's the 4th turnover for the Chargers. The turnover problem starting to become an issue now as it luckily only leads to a field goal for Will Lutz. So minimize the damage there. Here's a nice throw to the outside on the next possession. That is caught by Andre Patton. Here's a draw play to Justin Jackson, finding a little bit of room and gets to the 4-yard line. Nice play there. Taylor with a play action, has people open in the back of the end zone, and he finds Cantrell for the touchdown as the Chargers respond right back after the fumble and take back the lead 20-13. Here's a nice play by the Chargers defense on 3rd and 2, not letting Latavius Murray get that first down. And Justin Jackson, for some reason, I went for it on 4th down, inches right there. I kind of underestimated my abilities there as I basically gave the ball away near the red zone. But luckily, once again, we minimize the damage off the stupid mistake by me. And we only hold them to a field goal. And here's another fumble on the RPO the next possession. Luckily, the lineman picks it up. Pretty sure that was Andre Smith on top of it. The guy just picked up from week 1. Back to throw is Easton Stick, and he's going to go down for the sack. That is David Oh, shit. I don't know how to say that. David Onyemata, I think. Now here in the 4th quarter, Stick's got room on 3rd and 17, and look at that play by the rookie. He gets the first down. Great job, great resiliency right there. Here's Tremaine Pope up the middle and gets a first down. We went for it on 4th a lot this game. I felt like, I wanted to be aggressive, and that's kind of the role I want to really emphasize with this team is to be aggressive. And right here, Stick throws an interception. Nice diving interception. Pretty acrobatic play there. We get the ball back later as we stop them. As Cardale Jones is now in the game, and he is sacked on his first play. 8 sacks for the Saints. I think that's what it said. That is just a lot of sacks, though. That's still a problem. Like, I knew going into the season the O-line was going to be an issue, and it seems like it really is an issue. So my assumption is correct. Pope had a nice run right there, and right back to it. Back in the end zone, Cardale Jones with a strike trying to redeem himself for last week's performance as he finds Sean Culkin, who is, I believe, like the 4th-string tight end on this team. Nice celebration right there from the Chargers. They're now up by 11, 27-16. 2 minutes to go. Teddy Bridgewater in that quarter is the quarterback and throws a nice strike. And as Bridgewater, they got time. And finds another man, Traquan Smith, this time, down the field. 2 minutes to go. They got to hurry. Down 2 scores. Now less than 2 minutes. And into the end zone, a wide open man for a touchdown. The Saints got to go for 2 to make it a field goal game. As he's getting a little bit, trying to get someone hype, I guess. And then Bridgewater, here's the 2-point conversion. Same exact play. It's a slant to Traquan Smith. Now it's a field goal game. Chargers trying to run the clock out here. Newsome is in the backfield. He'll give it off to Newsome and a wide open lane. And he's got a man to beat. Does a little bit of a stutter step and just makes him fall. And a touchdown for the Chargers. That should be the icing on the cake for this one. 64 yards for Deatrice Newsome. Here's Bridgewater, and he's going to go down as he's trying to get his team back in it. The clock is winding down. Derwin James with the sack. That is the 7th sack for the Chargers. Lots of sacks in this game. As that is the final score, we win our home opener in the preseason. We're now 1-1, 34-24 is the score. And unfortunately, Austin Eckler is out for 5 weeks with a broken thumb. That injury was more severe than I thought it was going to be. Here's what happened in week 2 of the preseason. Lots of interesting matchups, lots of close matchups. As now we get into week 3 of the preseason. We got the Seattle Seahawks at home, our finale here at home, as we rock the dark midnight blue alternates here at home. And here's a nice strike on the opening drive from Wilson to Ed Dixon, and he throws it again to Dixon a few plays later. Gets another first down. Now another 3rd down for the Seahawks. He'll dump it out of the backfield, and it's caught, and the Chargers swarm it. Just a yard shy. Nice job by Nasir Adderley and Trevor Williams. Leads to a field goal for the Seahawks by Jason Myers. Opening drive for the Chargers. Here's Gordon making a man miss. A spin, a juke, and brought down. An injury for Ziggy Ansah. Play action for Phillip Rivers as he'll throw it over the middle, complete to Hunter Henry. As it's now 1st and goal, Chargers. Here's a play action for Rivers, and not a good play on 4th and goal as we decide to go for it. L.J. Collier, the rookie, sacks him. And does a little bit of a showing off the basketball moves a little bit. 3-0, it remains a score, and Bobby Wagner with that overpowered X Factor. He knocks the football out of Keenan Allen's hands on the catch. Seahawks got the ball now in the red zone, and Wilson escaping, almost looked like he escaped, and he's sacked by Desmond King, and as he's finished by Desmond King, I don't know who actually made the play there. I kind of missed out on that. Jason Myers with a field goal makes it 6-0 for the Seahawks. A nice comeback route here. Phillip Rivers to Travis Benjamin. Rivers will throw it again and has a man open on a curl. Complete to Mike Williams, back in the red zone, and now he's down with an injury. Not a good sign. We already lost Eckler. I definitely don't want to lose another star playmaker as Gordon tumbles into the end zone. A touchdown for the Chargers. They're finally on the board. And he just whipped. 1st and 10 here as Wilson, and man trying to get him, but he circled around him and he throws it on time before getting sacked to David Moore. That is heartbreaking. That could have been a sack there. Wilson going to take a shot down the field, and that is played beautifully by Casey Hayward. No chance at all. He's going to try to return this as far as he can. He's brought down right there by Nick Vannett. 7-6 is the score. Less than 10 now to go in the 2nd quarter. Skipping ahead. Rivers with a dart pass to the sideline. Nice catch by Travis Benjamin. Really like what this offense has shown these first 3 weeks. Rivers on the run here as it's Keenan Allen down to the goal line. Nice throw and catch. Now 1st and goal at the 4. Rivers rolls right and throws it. Had a man open for a while, but he finds him. It's Hunter Henry with the touchdown. Really thought he was a big player this preseason, mainly the last few weeks. And he's really proven that he could be probably a superstar tight end in this league. Nearing halftime here as is Keenan Allen with the catch right there. And once again, Allen on the RPO catches it, and Wagner just blasts him. And it's another fumble by Keenan Allen. 2 turnovers in this game from Keenan Allen, as that results in a touchdown for Russell Wilson to David Moore right before the half. They just go for the extra point, so it's 14-13. Now here's the second half, and 2 plays in. Keenan Allen with the catch. We're trying to redeem himself with the 2 fumbles, and he is gone. Touchdown, Chargers, 77 yards. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yes, you do the dance. You should, and don't punch the cameraman. That's not nice. 21-13 is now the score. At the 8-yard line, we're back to the Chargers here as it is caught. And a big gain for Jeremy Davis. Nice throw from Tyrod Taylor. That was a good way for Phillip Rivers to end with a touchdown in this game. So now Taylor's got the reins to hopefully finish this game. Taylor going to try to scramble, and once again he fumbles as he's trying to pick up the first using his legs. And another fumble, KJ Wright on the recovery. Here's Chris Carson here. Nice play by Drew Tranquill, the rookie, who I think has a lot of promise. Chris Carson goes down on the play. Here's Rashad Penny on 3rd and goal, as that is not going anywhere. Good play by Kaiser White. Jason Myers with his 3rd field goal. He is now 3 for 3. 21-16 is now the score. Dump off over the middle, Jeremy Davis, and he gets popped by Bobby Wagner. That's the 3rd forced fumble in this game, and is run back by Eric Berry for the Seahawks, as that is the 4th turnover and the 4th fumble in this game. As now this is the 4th field goal for Jason Myers. It is up and good. It's 21-19. Taylor has plenty of time. He has some people, but he can't find anyone open. It's Bobby Wagner with the sack. I'm surprised Taylor didn't fumble it, because Wagner's X factor is excuse me, I can't talk. Overpowered. Oh, that's gonna be embarrassing when I see this video. Trevor Williams with the interception right there. Nice play by the defense to force some turnovers after we've had multiple, especially in the late going. Taylor with a nice strike right there. As now we're in the 4th quarter. Michael Badgley, Easton Stick the hold, as Badgley is up and good. He's 1 for 1, 24-19. Geno Smith is now the quarterback for the Seahawks. I think he has been for a little bit now. As he finds or actually that is his first possession, I guess. Never mind. As he finds Nick Vannett, now we skip over. They're in the goal line, and they throw it for a touchdown as Will Dissly with the touchdown catch. First receiving touchdown for him of the game. 2nd touchdown for the Seahawks. As Smith will drop back to throw for the 2-point conversion, finds Dissly outside, breaks a tackle, and gets in, making it a field goal game. We skip a lot further in the 4th, as they did get the ball back. Nothing really happened since during that period of time where I didn't show anything. They get a field goal. Myers is 5 for 5. So it is 32-24. Stick trying to lead a comeback drive with less than 4 minutes to go. Starts off with some passes and running the ball a little bit too, as he gets down near the 40. 31-yard line now. Justin Jackson. I'm surprised he did not fumble that. I swear I have a heart attack every time I see that. 4th and 4. A clutch first down catch from Andre Patton. Nice job by the rookie. 24 seconds left to go. 3rd and goal. Easton Stick trying to look for a man. He's buying time. Rolling out of the pocket. He's going to try to throw it, and he fumbled the ball. The 5th turnover and the 5th fumble in this game. The curse of the fumble of this game is going to lose it for the Chargers. Al Woods returns it. Easton Stick couldn't lead the game-winning heroic drive, as the Seahawks steal this one in LA with the fumbles and all that stuff. We are 1-2 now in the preseason. We are now in the final week of the preseason, and it's time to make some cuts. We have to cut 22 players. First player I cut is Cardale Jones, but we have plenty of quarterbacks, don't need that. Jermaine Pope is our 5th string back. Don't need him. Cut some receivers. I got Justice Liggins off the team just because of all the depth. We do have a lot of tight ends, so Mike Wendt is off, Andrew Vollert, Donald Helm. And for the offensive line, Scott Quisenberry is off the team. Spencer Drango. I'm butchering some names. I'm sorry. 2 right tackles were cut right there. I also got some defensive tackles right here as I actually cut Ty McGill. And a couple middle linebackers here, Trevon Johnson and also Nick Dusbar. Yep, I did cut both of them. And also, did I cut Kyle Wilson here? I guess I didn't. Interesting. Now the corner position was interesting. I made some few cuts here. I cut Faison, and I also made a few cuts there, as you guys see. Now the punter position was interesting. I cut Faison right there, as you see. And I had to move some people to the practice squad because I didn't feel like I really wanted to cut them. But, I just didn't think they were worthy of being on the roster yet because, we have either it's, depth purposes or just maybe the overall is not good enough and all that stuff. So right here, I made Sean Colkin move to the practice squad. That was the final decision. I moved some of the players to the practice squad, and I did other moves, and I decided to just cut them. And here's our first trade of this series. I trade Michael Davis and 2 picks to the Bills for left guard Quentin Spain, who is our new starting left guard right now. There's the results from week 3. Nothing, I mean, it's just, preseason scores, so not really that big of a deal, but, it's nice to know what is going on around the league, as we are now in the final week of the preseason. And Melvin Gordon getting us started with a nice run right there. Here's Keenan Allen on the bubble screen. He fumbles the ball once again, but it looked like he was down. And they did review it, and they said he was down, so nothing happened. But we end up punting, so it didn't really matter. Here's Tevin Coleman for the Niners. As this San Francisco game, by the way, a spoiler early, this game was probably the least fun out of all the preseason games I played. And, of course, it has to be the final preseason game going into the regular season. But how about that play, as it is knocked out and Thomas Davis scoops it out of the air and runs it back. Looks like he's jogging it. Don't matter. He's not going to get caught, as it is a touchdown for the Chargers. That is nice to see. After all the turnovers we've, had offensively, it's nice to see us force some turnovers defensively, make up for it, even though it's, the week later. But literally the next play, Garoppolo finds a slant to Kendrick Bourne, and he just outruns the defense for a 75-yard touchdown. That is disappointing. After basically just got rid of all of our momentum. 3rd down and 8 now for Phillip Rivers. Nice strike to Hunter Henry. And tell you one thing, I'm really excited for this offense. Despite the offensive line having their issues, I think the offense is destined or poised for a really good season in both the pass and the run game. Hopefully that will be the case. Nice pump fake, and there's Hunter Henry with another touchdown, pretty similar to the touchdown last week he had, making it 14-7 in the first quarter. Spoiler alert, this game was pretty much action-packed with scoring. Nice throw to Henry right here near the end of the first quarter from Rivers. As we are now in the second quarter, that is the day is done for the starters. Now the second string is in, and first throw for Tyrod Taylor on 3rd down is not a good one. Akilo Witherspoon picks him off. As the Niners are past midfield to start their second string unit, their first drive. Here's Jerick McKinnon, who was a real problem in this game. He gets a first down right here. As Nick Mullins here will drop back to pass, roll to the left, and turn back and throw a touchdown to Selleck for the touchdown. I'm not sure if that's Brent Selleck or Garrett Selleck, so that's why I just said Selleck. 2nd down and 5, a rollout for Mullins, throws it immediately as he turns around and caught for a first down. That is Jalen Hurd. And I'll tell you one thing, this defense did show some weaknesses. The weaknesses the defense had, and there's a nice move by McKinnick right here, is the main problem with this defense is missed tackles and just allowing too much easy coverage. It's basically like a bend but don't break defense, and we do bend a lot. But usually most of the time, since we hold them to field goals, we don't, since we hold them to field goals a lot, we don't really break all the time, but we do break on occasions where we probably shouldn't. In game crunching situations. There's a punt to the 1-yard line right there. Pinned back deep. This is now 17-14. They got a field goal from earlier, as you saw. Nice throw from Taylor to Jeremy Davis. As is now 1st and 10. Once again for Tyrod Taylor. He will throw it to Cantrell. Caught for a first down. Down to the 47-yard line. Here is Justin Jackson. He's got a lot of running room. He really shined in these last few weeks. So I hope I can get him a role on the team this season, even though he's the 3rd string back. Here's Patton with a nice catch right there as he goes down with an injury. And that injury apparently, spoiler alert, it turned out to be kind of severe. There is Derek Watt almost pushing for a touchdown right there. Now it's 13 seconds to go. 3-point game. RPO takes his time, and he finds a touchdown to Virgil Green. Nice throw from Taylor. Did take his time. Kind of a little risky, and some more whipping going on in the back of the end zone. Hail Mary now for the Niners, as this one goes up in the air, and it's intercepted by Trevor Williams, one of the standouts, of course, from the preseason. Yeah, that's right. You do the Superman there. That's fine. You got an interception. There's a nice play by Jatavius Brown to start the second half on Matt Breida, bringing him down. Jatavius Brown was also kind of an underrated player in this defense. He's actually got some star development, too. That's actually interesting to notice as a backup linebacker. And here is the Niners moving the ball efficiently here. Mullins is going to be hit hard and sacked as Joey Bosa scoops it up Is this going to be a second fumble return for a touchdown? No, it will not. Matt Breida chases down Boza to the 9. But a huge play by the Chargers, as this is going to be a touchdown run for Justin Jackson. He dives in the end zone. Nice play to capitalize off the fumble. 3 turnovers forced by our defense. I'm liking what I'm seeing, going into the season. We're getting some plays, even with the backups. Robbie Gould will kick his second field goal, cut it down to 8. Now, a little bit more in the drive, and here come the sack problems again. Ronald Blair gets to Tyrod Taylor. As we now head back to the Niners' possession, here's Matt Breida. He's struggled early, but he's starting to find some running room for the 49ers. As yes, that is another first down. Now it's leads to a 4th and 2 later in the drive. As it is a field goal by Robbie Gould to make it a 5-point lead for us. But there's roughing the kicker, a pretty big moment in the game. As Rayshawn Jenkins, who has been a very good player, but he's also had some moments where he just does that type of stuff. And on 2nd and goal, the Niners capitalize off the mistake as Marquise Goodwin scores a touchdown. They go for 2. Selleck gets the 2-point conversion as the Niners will tie the game at 28. Now here in the fourth quarter. Tyrod Taylor fumbles the ball in a scramble for it. It was on the ground forever. But somehow the Chargers pick it up with Dan Feeney, the backup left guard. Doesn't result in anything, though, since that was 3rd down, so we had to punt it. And the Niners really took control in this fourth, so buckle up. There's Deebo Samuel over the middle. Spins against the defender, and he gets absolutely juked out and scores 2 plays on that drive. They score a big touchdown with Deebo Samuel, 64 yards. Oh, and believe me, that's not the end of it. Taylor fumbles the ball again. Holy shit. Man, I swear, man, they gotta really... These fumbles are crazy. 1st and 10, literally, I think this is the first play right after the fumble, too. Deebo Samuel scores a touchdown. Handshake. 2 touchdowns in, the last 2 plays for him. Now down 14 in a blink of an eye. We have to basically go for it on 4th down. We got to get aggressive now. Newsome gets a nice first down. Taylor going to try to scramble his legs. And yes, please slide. You fumbled a lot in this preseason. I'm not proud of that. But good job for sliding. Now bootleg and not a good throw. I don't know what I was thinking there. I guess I anticipated that. That is Williams with the interception for the Niners. And he's flexing too. Samuel out on a bubble screen. It's a backwards pass, and he had an easy first down as he jukes out of bounds. Oh my goodness. This is not fun. Here's a wide open pass to Samuel. I thought he was going to score for a 3rd time in this quarter. Luckily he doesn't, but who knows? It still gets worse. That's why I'm hesitating right now. Here's a nice play by Square to get Damian Square to get the sack as it forces a field goal, but now with a 3-score lead that pretty much, with 6 minutes to go, that pretty much puts this game probably at rest. And here is I don't know how I missed that throw. Taylor with a very inaccurate throw. Malcolm Smith, the former Super Bowl MVP for the Seahawks, now on the Niners, he gets that interception. Nice, diving interception. As Matt Breida finds a lane and he makes a few moves to get into the end, or really no moves at all. He just ran past the defense and got into the end zone. The Niners have now hit 52 on the game, as this game is pretty much now, I would say, safe to say, over, unfortunately. Taylor getting sacked even more pretty much summarizes how this 4th quarter is really gone. The fact that he didn't fumble is a miracle. Now a 1st down and 10. Just trying to basically see what we can do in these final minutes, just to basically just show that we're fighting and keep competing. But the sacks continue as Solomon Thomas just said no and salutes to the sideline. 3rd and 19 here. Well, what do you think is going to happen? Yep, that's going to happen. DeForest Buckner gets to Taylor with the big sack. Now 4th and 29. Well, yeah, I don't want to show anymore. That's pretty much what happened. Pretty much just a few kneel downs for the Niners. Actually, a few more plays they ran and then some kneel downs. They win 52-28 to wrap up the preseason. So this preseason we go 1-3. And a big news right here. We signed Antonio Gates. How about that? The legendary Chargers tight end is back in this franchise. I had to cut Sean LaVeo, though. The guy I just picked up like a few weeks ago. As we have our first tie from week of the season, or in the entire preseason. I'm pretty sure that was the only tie, unless I missed something, between the Broncos and the Cardinals. And now going into week 1 of the season, here is basically here's our schedule. We got a lot of interesting games, some primetime games. The Steelers Sunday night, got the Raiders on Thursday night, got the Packers at home. That's going to be interesting. Got the Colts to start the season, of course. That'll be next episode. The Vikings Sunday night, late in the season. That should be really interesting. Here's the Colts roster. Pretty good team. Playoff team last year. Got to the divisional round and got a lot of interest. They got a lot of good talent on this offense. A much better offensive line than they used to have. Still got some cracks, but you know, it's decent. Got, of course, some young stars on the defense. Darius Leonard, of course. Pierre Desir in the secondary with Kenny Moore. They got some very under the radar players on this team, and then that's what makes this team pretty good. They play well together. They gel together. So can't wait to see how this game goes against the Colts. I don't know. I guess I'm going to show their draft picks too and their practice squad because, you know, that's the entire team. I got to show what they have. Here is our final roster going into the season. As basically, yes, with Antonio Gates on the team, he will see the field. Not a lot, or not every time. Not as a starter, of course, since Hunter Henry is on the team. But I think we can make it manageable. And here's actually something that I think could be an issue on the defensive side is the cornerback position. We have only four corners on the team. I think I may need to make some moves to potentially get some more corners because that is pretty thin. Here's the practice squad. Pretty heavy with receivers. That is it for this preseason montage video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe as I will see you guys next video against the Colts in our home opener week 1. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day.